I'm Rick Jeans. I'm a farmer in Kay County, Oklahoma. I have been farming ever since I graduated from college in '81 from Oklahoma State. Been no-tilling about 25 years. My dad and I have a father-son operation. He's got his acres and I have mine. This is the 5th year of cover crops. It's really helping our operation as far as our cattle and our hay feed quality, and it's helping on our pasture. It's improving the science in the soil. We're keeping those worms where they're supposed to be and all the microorganisms.
Yeah.
And I think we're benefiting tremendously on soil retention, and it's working in our operation, and until it stops, we're going to keep doing it.
What all types of cover crops? You're doing a summer cover crop now, but have you done winter? What kind of rotation?
Most of my cover crops have been more in the fall. We plant them usually in August. That gives us an opportunity to go in there and graze them for wheat pasture and stuff in the fall. Now, my dad planted some last summer and had some sun hemp and a little more legumes in his mix to where he could try to improve some nitrates in his soil, and he got along pretty good. But our biggest problem there, the crops got away from us. We didn't get them fenced in time, and consequently the quality of the forage went down. So
Gerald Warrior, been farming since I was probably 10, and we moved up here at Newkirk in 1986. Started no-tilling in 96, I believe.
So everything you have now is no-till?
Yes.
How many acres is that?
2,700.
What all do you normally plant? What rotation?
Corn, soybeans, wheat.
Yeah. Benefits have you seen over the years from no-till?
Less erosion, holds the moisture better. Well, you can just get a better stand of crop. You don't have to work it up and try to make a seed bed back that you already had to start with.
Yeah.
Plus, after about 5 or 6 years, everything just gets better and better. Your soil structure gets better, your water penetration gets better.
Yeah. Do you see anything, any disadvantages to it?
No.
Are you having any issues keeping your weeds under control?
That's getting to be a problem.
Yeah.
But as long as you can keep your rotation up and use different chemicals, it's not a problem. Once you break your rotation, which I've had to do a couple times because of excess moisture in the spring, then I really had problems. But as long as you can keep your rotation going, using different chemicals, you can pretty much control
the weeds. What cover crops do you use?
Usually wheat and tillage radishes.
Okay.
I don't really go for those blends because the way I look at it, the cover crops are good for erosion and getting cover on, but if you got something growing out there like wheat that you can harvest, why not do it that way? That's a cover crop.
Exactly.
Alan Otto. Neil Otto.
And you guys are originally from this area?
Born and raised.
Born and raised?
All of us.
All of us.
So how long have you guys been doing no-till?
Since 2001.
2001? Some no-till and
100% no-till.
how many acres no-till?
We started out at probably about 12 or 1,300. We're about almost 5,000. 49.95.
What rotation? What all do you guys plant?
We're usually wheat, bean, corn, back to wheat.
Okay.
But no-tills definitely cut down on a lot of the erosion. It will give you a little extra time in the drought years. No, it's not the cure. If you're going to have 100 days of dry weather, you might be able to handle 5 more, but with no-till. But you're only going to get 4 or 5 extra days with it.
Yeah.
It's not the cure-all, but it definitely helps you.
As far as cover crops, do you guys use them? What kind?
I've been using them. Brother Chad's been using them.
We're trying to get some.
We're working at it. That is a whole different world to play in.
Yeah.
We 2 years ago we planted some barley and oats with radishes and turnips in it. Last year we run triticale, oats, and radishes. See a lot of benefits. Of course, them fields we had to kill earlier, so we was able to put a extra pre-emerge on, so they're extremely clean. Biggest problem for us with the cover crops is finding we don't do a summer cover crop, for the simple fact that every wheat acre turns right around and goes right back into double crop beans.
Yeah.
You know, and if they don't make, we consider that a cover crop. They're still out there, but if you know,
Yeah.
if you can make a cash crop, you make a cash crop. So ours has to follow our fall crops, which means corn is not a problem. We can get them planted and get good growth before winter gets here, but beans coming off, you know, in October, it doesn't give you a lot of growth. So our biggest problem is the beans. When they come off in October, usually them acres are going to corn, and that's April, and there is a very small window to try to do a cover crop on. I mean, no-till, that is your cultivation now, is herbicides. Corn is not a big issue. We have some very good chemicals out there. Don't have much problems in them. Beans, they're lacking in chemicals, which they're trying to catch up on that now. So you spend quite a bit on herbicides if you're going to plant beans. Lots of guys out there say, well, I'm just going to have to get the plow back out. We had a wind farm go in, and they done a whole lot of dirt work, and they drug rippers out there, and everywhere that ripper went is where all our weeds are at.
Yeah.
So tillage ain't the answer, because you're just turning the seeds up you buried years ago back to the top. So